Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel Adventures in America. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jocelyn and I'm a dual citizen of the United States and the Philippines. For today's topic, we are going to talk about Canada's reopening plans for international tourism. An official date has been announced and I'm going to tell you who will be the eligible passengers, the vaccines allowed, and the official health protocols once you arrive. But before we get started, please like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Let's get started. Finally, Canada will reopen its border for fully vaccinated US citizens starting August 9. So, the eligible passengers are actually US citizens and permanent residents of the US who are fully vaccinated. To be eligible for entry, the US citizen or permanent resident of the US must be asymptomatic. Second, you must present a negative COVID test within 72 hours before your flight, or if you're arriving at the land border within 72 hours of arrival. Anyone who meets the fully vaccinated requirements to enter Canada can skip the quarantine requirements. That means you received 2 doses from Pfizer or Moderna or AstraZeneca, or 1 dose of Johnson & Johnson at least 14 days before your arrival in Canada. For those families traveling together, children who are 12 years old and below who are not eligible for a vaccine do not need to quarantine upon arrival. However, they need to avoid going to a daycare facility 14 days after arrival in Canada. Also, children below 12 years old who are traveling with fully vaccinated parents will be asked to take a COVID test on the first day and 8th day of their arrival in Canada. Also, fully vaccinated American travelers arriving in Canada do not need to take a COVID test unless you are randomly selected. Another requirement is that you must upload proof of vaccination and other documents at a website or app called ArriveCan. Requirement is that you must upload your travel history and proof of vaccination within 72 hours before arriving in Canada. Now, let's talk about the vaccines allowed for you to travel in Canada, especially US citizens and US permanent residents. The vaccines allowed are Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna. All the other vaccines that are China-made or Russian-made are excluded and will be later on discussed for approval upon entry. But for now, starting August 9, fully vaccinated US citizens and permanent residents can now travel in Canada because most of the vaccines allowed in the US are also authorized in Canada. Now, if you are a fully vaccinated passenger from other countries other than the US, you will be allowed entry starting September 7. Now, if you're fully vaccinated, you can skip quarantine. However, there are certain provinces or territories in Canada that still require a quarantine, and some others you can skip a quarantine. So make sure that you take information from your final place of destination in Canada so to avoid any hassles when arriving. For all other passengers who are still unvaccinated and you plan to travel Canada on August 9 or after, then you will be required to quarantine for 14 days, also depending on your final place of destination in Canada. Also, for all the other countries is starting September 7. So, if your vaccine is not allowed in Canada, such as those made in Russia or China, even though they were authorized for emergency use by the World Health Organization, you will still have to undergo quarantine rules because there are only certain vaccines that are allowed when entering Canada. I'm actually excited for this development that Canada is finally opening up for international tourism, but it's only limited to fully vaccinated passengers from the US starting August 9, and also other fully vaccinated travelers from other parts of the world starting September 7. So for those unvaccinated, you can still travel in Canada and you will still have to undergo quarantine rules. I'm excited because I have a sister in Canada and I also have some relatives in other parts of Canada and I haven't seen them in a long time. I'm excited for this development because I can finally plan to travel maybe this year or next year. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you are planning to travel to Canada soon and if you are a US citizen, please let us know about your travel experience. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.